We finish off this RPM with a brief glimpse of the Dunlop saloon car race from the recent Carcassonne meeting. Following a spate of breakdowns and non-starters, Gordon Kellett, Michael Cullen, Carl O'Donoghue and Barry Barrable did their best to entertain the crowds. We're inside Barry Barrable's Peugeot as we head for the first corner. And on the inside we have Michael Cullen, the 1993 Dunlop champion, who's actually heading Gordon Kellett's much more powerful Sierra at the moment in the wet conditions. That's Carl O'Donoghue slipping through there, and Barry Barrable really doing everything in his power to hold on to these machines. Coming down into the chicane, and still this cheeky little Astra holds out in front of the Sierra Cosworth. And we have to think Kevin Rowland, the fifth car there in the background, all obviously in trouble. Back onto the main straight, and you can see how slippery it is in those conditions, and that's why Kellett is understandably being a little bit cautious, but now he puts the hammer down and streaks ahead, but once again Cullen, late under the braking, and the more nimble Astra dives down the inside of the hairpin. And these two have been the men who have dominated the Saloon Car Championship this year in their respective classes. But it's Michael Cullen who goes very wide there at Detters that time and allows Kellett through again. And we have the two Peugeots, the Ryanair car of Barry Barrable, which we are now on board, and Carl O'Donoghue got a little twitch on there, fighting it out. But we're actually watching a little bit of motor racing history here, because it's that man there who's just sneaked again at the chicane, that man Michael Cullen, who's now heading towards his third Dunlop national title in 3 years in succession. The first man ever to do that. Down the long back straight, and understandably the Sierra pushes ahead again, and again Cullen outbreaks him going down into the hairpin. So Michael Cullen, who has been racing in both the Fiat Uno class and in the larger class, and indeed back amongst the Peugeots. Carl O'Donoghue, watch him, round he goes. A rather frightening place to give us a bit of a spin, but giving us some late entertainment in this rather thin entry. So Kellett comes over the line to win, but the more important one is that behind him Michael Cullen wins his class again, and this time with very little opposition, but this time it's enough to give him the Dunlop Championship. On RPM in 2 weeks' time, it's the Mighty Manx Stages, where Stephen Finlay and Kenny McKinstry will continue their battle for the Dunlop Tarmac Championship. In the meantime, keep the revs up.